Is that a cat out there?
It's always risky when we come out here. You never know who's going to get injured. You think it's a safe show to do, and yet no. Very, very exciting today. Paul McCartney is here. Very exciting. So, I think everybody on this planet, a huge fan, and it's so funny, backstage, I could hear him, he was rehearsing a song that I like on his new CD, and he didn't hear me, but I was outside singing along. And then he said, "Is there a cat out there?" So, well, this is, I think everybody remembers the first time seeing the Beatles on Ed Sullivan and how huge they were, and... And here he is. I've got a television show, and I get to meet him and touch him, and I actually cupped his buttocks. And he's, he's a big deal because he's not just a Beatle and Paul McCartney. He's Sir Paul McCartney, which is, because you're taught as a kid to say yes, ma'am, and yes, sir. But with him, you say yes, sir, sir. And they don't make you a sir for nothing. It's a big, fancy thing. It's not like those fake college degrees that, oh, the money I've wasted just to be called Dr. DeGeneres. Oh, my patients call me Dr. DeGeneres, but that's, I hope they're not watching now. They're going to find out I'm not a real doctor. Then everybody's going to be worried about that appendectomy I performed last night. But then here he is. He's a Sir. He was in the Beatles. Then that's not enough for him. He's in Wings. He starts that band, and then he has an amazing solo career with, Stevie Wonder, and then Michael Jackson, of course. The Girl Is Mine, which is, by the way, when we learned that Michael is a lover and not a fighter. I don't know if I didn't think that. I thought he was a fighter. But could you imagine? I can't wait to talk to him, because being a Beatle, you watch him in Shea Stadium or Ed Sullivan, and just people screaming, like blood vessels just popping out of people, just screaming. They scream at the concert, and they scream when you're driving down the street, and they scream outside your hotel, which is one of the reasons I'm no longer a Doobie Brother. But I also... I don't know why we scream, I know we love him, but, to scream, to elicit that kind of, I love pizza, but I don't, it's at the door, rah, pizza! I do scream for ice cream, but, I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. It came out of my mouth, and I couldn't put it back. So the only way to apologize is to dance for you. Sir Paul McCartney's here.
He's right here.
He's got a new CD, Chaos and Creation, in the backyard, and it's fantastic. I've been listening to it over and over again so well that I was trying to harmonize with him. And he's got a new children's book, High in the Clouds, which it's you got to get it whether you're a kid or not, because it's a beautiful story, and so buy that. Also, we're going to talk to him. He's singing 3 songs. He's singing 2 of his new songs off the new CD and 1 classic song, which is a lot of fun. And my assistant Craig brought this in. This is the Beatles at Dodger Stadium from 1966, and he saved this, and $6 for this ticket right here. Wow, to see the Beatles. I love that he saved this. When Paul comes out, I'm going to see if he'll sign it for, for Craig. So. And also later in the show, we're going to show you what happened when I went to the Richard Petty driving experience. Here's a quick peek at what I did. You go fast. Here's something we haven't done for a while, and it's a good thing that Sir Paul McCartney is here, because he may want to take one of these people and sign him to his label. One of my favorite things is we've asked people to send in new Ellen theme songs, and once again, you've delivered. This first theme song is from Christopher Cromwell from Waxhaw, North Carolina? Is that right, Andy? Waxhaw?
Waxhaw.
Thank you.
Here she is, the woman of the hour, moving and grooving, just watch her dance. Everybody come join with her. She's got quite a show now, hold on to your pants. Ellen's funny, Ellen's crazy, always wants to make people laugh. The woman of the hour, can you keep up with that? So sit back and enjoy the show, a show created for us.
All right, that's a little taste. That song, yeah. That song could be the opening number to Ellen the Musical. Sounds a little like Neil Diamond and the cast of Starlight Express, a little combination. This next song is from Rich and Jill Switzer of Lantana, Florida. Take a listen.
Let me ask you something. Do you want to dance?
Yeah!
Do you want to laugh?
Yeah!
Do you want to have fun?
Yeah!
Let me tell you where it's at. The Ellen DeGeneres Show. 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 The Ellen DeGeneres Show.
Oh! I have the spirit in me! Do you feel better, Mary?
Much better.
She had a headache, and I think I just healed her. Oh. You know, when you have that kind of gospel music, you can't be in a bad mood. That would, if you had a gospel feel like that all around you, I just don't know where they'd sleep. But I'd like to have them. Oh, speaking of sleeping, we're going to the city that never sleeps. We're going to New York next week, which is really exciting. Very excited about that. And I can't, we're excited, you're excited. We got over 15,000 requests for tickets, and we've filled all the seats within a few hours. I wish I could bring everybody, but we can't. And I said, there's got to be room. Can't we squeeze more people in? So we have randomly picked a few names, and see if your name's on this screen right now. If it is, call 1-866-HI-ELLEN. And if you see your name, you have to call that number within 24 hours. So watch closely. It could be you that we're flying into New York and put you up in a hotel. So.
The Ellen DeGeneres Show. The Ellen DeGeneres Show. The Ellen DeGeneres Show. The Ellen DeGeneres Show. The Ellen
Sir Paul McCartney's going to sing for us right over there. We'll be right back. He's a man who means so much to millions of fans all over the world. Please welcome once again Sir Paul McCartney. Before we continue on, is it, do I call you sir? Do you like to be
King.
called? King Paul.
That'll do.
Do you want me to call
No,
you sir?
you just call me Paul.
Paul?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, Paul.
Yeah. Okay, Ellen.
Okay, Paul.
Okay, Ellie.
Okay, Paulie Paul.
Okay, Ellie, baby.
Oh, this is so exciting. Now, when you just are so loved and you have such an influence on all of us. I mean, just that what's it like to be you?
Weird, man. Really. You know what? It's actually great, but it has its moments when you suddenly realize, oh my God, I'm that famous guy.
Yeah.
But it's really very nice, and I'm very thankful, and I wouldn't want it any other way.
Well, that's good because you have no choice. You're you're kind of stuck in being this huge icon, and that I mean, and also when you see that footage of you at Shea Stadium and also on the Ed Sullivan Show, that kind of screaming. I know you were popular in England, but were people doing that right away with y'all?
No, not at the very beginning. No, they were throwing money at us.
Really?
To get off.
Really?
But we fooled them. We picked it up. They never threw it after that.
Especially
But the
if
screaming came later because, well, we all scream for ice cream.
Well, you're the cute one. Everybody was crazy about you, so everybody was like, it was so many.
Imagine being the cute one at 63.
Yeah. You're 63 and you're about to turn 64, and you wrote the song When I'm 64. How do you feel about that now?
Fine. Great.
Really?
I feel really good, yeah. Well, a couple of my kids did say, Dad, you have got to disappear off the face of the planet next year.
Yeah.
But I said, or be in the thick of it.
Yeah. Well, and because 64 seemed like old then, I'm sure.
It seemed very old then, yeah. But I met a lady on holiday who said, I hope you don't mind. She said, but I play one of your songs. She said, I work in an old people's home. And she said, and I play when I'm 64. She said, but I hope you don't mind. I've had to adapt the lyrics to when I'm 84. Because they all think 64 is young.
Right, right.
So I think that's a good idea. I might be doing that.
You should. Re-release it.
Re-release it when I'm 84.
Make it 104. We're going to live longer, they say.
Yeah, I think that's a good bet. Yeah.
So, and how did you meet John when y'all started the band? How did you meet him?
Yeah, we had a friend in common who was called Ivan. And I was actually born on the same day as Ivan, and he was a mate of John's. Ivan and I knew each other at our school. And one day he said, you should come along to this place. It was the Woolton Garden Village Fete. And I met John. I saw him performing.
And then did you start writing right away? Because the two of you wrote quickly, too, right?
Yeah, and then I started working with John. And we actually didn't write immediately. We used to just do cover versions. But what happened was we'd be backstage, and all the other bands that were on before us would do our entire act. They go, long, tall, Sally, go, oh, there's that one gone. Twist and shout, oh, there's that one gone. So we had to go on, and everyone had heard our entire act, and we had to try and do it better. But we thought, you know what, if we write this stuff, there's no way for them to get at it. And I think that's actually why we started writing.
Wow.
It's a sort of weird way round.
Yeah, well, thank God people were doing that. Yeah. All right, I want to talk about this book because I love the idea of it. I love the story, and I'm with you. I'm totally with you on this.
All
So
right.
we'll
Thank
talk
you.
about the book when we come back more with Paul. Be back. That, by the way, is one of my favorite songs.
Can't Buy Me Love?
Yeah, one of my favorite
Thank you.
songs.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's talk about the book because I really love this. Tell people what it's about and the story. Tell them what it's based on.
It is basically about a squirrel called Wirral and his mum, who's called Sugartail, and she's the woodland storyteller. And one day, the terrible machines come, these bulldozers, and they're knocking down the forest. And in doing so, they kill his mum. So I was reading this to a bunch of kids this morning, actually, and they're all like, and depressed, you know. I said, oh, it's a very sad bit, this, you know, which it is. But, so that's what happens anyway. Then Wirral decides then he must go and avenge his mum's death, and he must go off and find this magic land she always talks about called Animalia, where all the animals live happily. So he does, and it's his adventures on trying to find the animal island of Animalia, and in trying to let all the animals go free.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's a good story for anybody.
Thank you.
You're so talented, and I don't know how many people know. You're an amazing artist. I love your artwork. I have a book of yours and you don't sell it, do you?
It's,
I want some. I don't know,
my kids won't let me.
Oh, it's amazing. You should get a book of his artwork. It's incredible. You're very talented.
Oh, thank you.
First of all, everybody in the audience, by the way, is getting this book. And we have huge fans in the audience. In the line when I surprised them and said that they were going to get front row seats. Sharon is right there. Sharon has a question. Is it true that your wife, Heather, didn't know you sang Get Back?
That is actually true, yeah. She, her younger sister knows all the Beatles stuff, but Heather she just sort of missed it. I don't know why. I mean, how can you miss the Beatles?
I don't know. You can't, I don't know.
She was doing something at the time.
Yeah.
But no, she's like AC/DC and ELO. She knows all about them.
Really?
Yeah.
So then how'd she figure out you wrote that?
Well, it was playing, and she sort of said, "Is this you?" And I said, "Yes, darling. It's a song called Get Back." It's very famous.
Wow. All right, and Karen is next to her. Is it true that you wear fake nails when you perform?
You have to go and tell everyone, don't you? A nationwide telling. I actually have got one fake nail, and this was Heather's idea, because when I play my guitar, mainly when I do the song Blackbird, I've got a sort of funny finger-picking style that's not really the correct style. But anyway, I strum the strings. So at the end of a tour, I wear this nail down, and when I got to the blood and the skin, I thought, this is maybe not a great idea. Heather said, you should put an acrylic nail on that. I said, acrylic what? She said, acrylic nail. So there we were down the nail parlor.
There's your answer. All right, Paul McCartney performs again after this. Don't go away.
Hey, Alan, I hear you're taking your show to New York City, and the one place that you have to spend some dough is at Babbo, Mario Batali's Babbo restaurant in New York City. Fantastic food. Fantastic.
All right. I tell you all the time that I love my job, but I really loved it on this day. I had so much fun. Take a look. Well, here we are at the Richard Petty driving experience at the California Speedway. Normally we bring the show to you. Today we're driving the show to you. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to learn how to drive really, really fast, so buckle up. Come with me.
Good morning. Well, first of all, I want to officially welcome everyone to the Richard Petty driving experience. All right, so what we're gonna do first is just watch a short video, and it's gonna give you an overview of the program. So enjoy the movie. I'll be back up in just a couple of minutes.
Welcome to the Richard Petty driving experience. I'm glad you're here. Before you take your hot laps behind the wheel, you'll learn a few rules of the track. Listen carefully, and again, don't be afraid to ask questions.
Boring.
That was real fast start.
Some of them are brownie patches and Girl Scouts.
We're gonna go right over here to the 40 car. What I'm gonna do is show you guys how you're gonna get in, what you're gonna need to know about the cars themselves. What you wanna do is stabilize yourself with your right arm. Put your right leg in, then your left.
How I get into my bunk bed. Okay, another guest from the California Speedway is Patricia. It's her birthday. Come on in, Patricia. Hi, Patricia. Patricia Hamilton, have a seat. Did you already go? It's hard. No wonder we don't tape our show here normally. It's a little loud. It's a little bit loud here.
When your ignition switch is on and the car's not running, there's a red light shining out. If the light comes on while you're out there, what we want you to do, put the car into neutral, drop down the apron, and shut the car off, okay?
I was just here for an oil change.
Okay, you'll know if you have a flat. Okay, just stop. We'll come out there and change the tire for you.
No man's gonna stop if I'm dressed like this. Usually you have to have a little leg showing. Little joke. I'm doing the jokes. I feel the need for speed. Here we go. Feels good. You got the need for speed. Ready. Oh, no. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got my own people. Thank you. Here we go. Have you been told you look like Kenny Rogers?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. Do you know when to hold him?
And when to fold them.
Have you driven yet?
Yes, I did.
Yeah?
Yes,
How
I did.
fast did you go? Yeah. What?
Hello there.
What?
Ready to go?
I'm scared, but I'm ready.
You should let somebody drive you because they drive really, really fast.
Pull over. I wish the traffic would be like this everywhere. Very few cars on the road. There's flags to let you know if there's a problem. This may be the answer to our traffic. Here from the Richard Petty Driving Experience, please welcome Julie Chester. Come on, Julie. Hi, Julie. Hi, Julie. Good to see you again.
You too.
All right. She was the teacher that I walked in and surprised everybody in the class, and you were the teacher. I'm sorry I acted up in class. How did I do, though?
You did great. You went really, really fast, Ellen. 119 miles per hour.
Yeah. Really, it was fun. It was
Good.
really, really fun.
I'm glad you had a good time. I do have a gift for you.
What is it?
It is your photos on a nice little plaque that everyone gets when they come to the Richard Petty Driving
Look at
Experience.
that. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So we're giving you a voucher to the Richard Petty Driving Experience. You can ride along in a two-seat stock car. You go up to, well, I went 165, and it's really fun, and it's good at over 20 tracks nationwide, so everybody in the audience is getting that.